Hey Taurus, welcome to the vibration. My name is Christina. Thanks so much for being here with me today. You all have the mother, the village, the womb, the river, the queen, and Gnosis. Taurus. Whew, anxiety. Okay. Well, I guess I want to start with the village, right? And the village is this idea that you can't get any bigger than the village wants you to get. Like you are under my thumb in the village, right? That's the energy of the village. It's like you're safe in the village. None of the outside world can get you when you're in the village, but you will not grow in the village. And I feel like there's this idea of clinging to safety, clinging to an idea of safety while you watch an opportunity pass you by of genuine safety. It's this idea of clinging to something and missing out on on what it is that you really want. Like I'm going to cling to this because this is where I think that I'm going to get what I need, when in all reality, what you really need is somewhere else. And I feel like there's just this underlying awareness of the fact that that is the case. The queen and Gnosis. So the queen is the idea of it turns the head in the direction that it needs to go. And Gnosis is the idea of just cyclical learning and a fullness of understanding, right? Having gone through the situation enough to understand what it is. And I feel like there's somebody who you're dealing with, Taurus, who's just kind of, I want to say, like opening your eyes to cyclical patterns in your life where you were clinging to something that was holding you back and missing out on something that was actually going to help you grow and develop, right? Because there's a very large difference between the womb and the village. The village, you can't grow, it's stifling. In the womb, that's where growth is. That's where the growth is at. And it's just kind of like, I feel like you are, if for no other reason than that you have just been in this cycle, starting to really understand it. But I do kind of get the feeling, Taurus, that there's somebody who's kind of helping to open your eyes to this. Because the queen is the idea of, influence. Okay, let's see what else we can get for Taurus. The Fool. Love. Okay. The Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the Two of Swords. So I feel like you're making a decision, Taurus, I want to say, to cut away with this idea or this mentality of security in an environment that it doesn't offer you security, it offers you stagnation. And it's kind of this idea of like finally like becoming aware of this reality and cutting ties with it so that you can move toward a turn of luck. I feel like it's almost just like, okay, well, if I can breathe in that environment, then let me go be in that environment. Let me not miss out on my opportunity to come into who I am. The High Priestess is all knowing, again, there's a lot of feminine energy here, but everyone embodies both masculine and feminine energy. Take what resonates and leave the rest. You could be on either side of the story. Okay. Let's see what else we can get for Taurus. 444. Okay. Taurus. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you have the Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Taurus, I think that you have a new opportunity that is really calling into question um, what your idea of relationships meant previously. Um, because I feel like it's almost like this new beginning is giving you this change of perspective. And your change of, I mean, the six or the Eight of Swords is somebody who's very, like, they will look behind their back, like over their shoulder to make sure that they're okay because they don't trust you, right? I mean, there's just kind of this idea of like a complete and total lack of trust. And I want to say with good reason because you haven't been in an environment where you felt safe enough to trust anybody because you felt like you were just going to have people like come up behind you and take you out, from behind, blindside you. Um, And I almost feel like if there's a change in understanding, if there's a change in perspective, then it opens up the opportunity for you to dive into a new idea of intimacy. I love the otters. The Ace of Cups in this deck is just kind of the idea of like when otters are sleeping, they hold hands so that they don't lose each other in the current. And I feel like maybe for some of you, there's this idea of like you lost your other otter's hand and the rushing of the current. I don't know, like I just want to say like you lost my hand, but I didn't let go. Okay, Taurus. I want to cry. I don't like it. I mean, it's sweet. It's sweet. I like it. I just don't want to cry. Okay, so let's get more cards for Taurus. I mean, this is a very positive read, Taurus. It feels emotional. It feels heavy. It feels like you're coming to terms with the idea of really having that like an end of a really toxic environment. And that you're having the opportunity to move towards this new beginning and cut ties with this toxicity. Um, but I feel like there's a little bit of like, is it too late? And like, can I do this? Like, what will we lose each other's hands? Okay, Taurus. How can we get real? The Moon, the Hermit, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, Taurus, this just feels like a moment of retreat, of like I'm so tired of feeling like what's gonna happen next? Like where is the anxiety? Like where is the problem gonna occur this time? Who am I gonna be fighting with? Why are they gonna be fighting with me? You know what I mean? It's just kind of this idea of like I'm so tired of being on the defensive all of the time. And I need to pull away and really kind of like go in internally. I mean, this could be the influence could be just your own spirit, just you tapping into your own divine femininity, your own intuition, right? It's just kind of like this idea of like I know that I know what direction to go in. And I know that I've been clinging to this one idea and I know that I need to let this go in order to move forward. Okay. The kiss. Yeah, because that is the means to intimacy. Self is at the bottom of the deck. and I kind of just want to say, Taurus, like we can we can be independent or hyper independent, and that's okay for a while because sometimes we really need to like see ourselves and figure out who we are, right? Just of my own, I'm me. I'm not you. I'm not my mom. I'm not my dad. I'm not my brother or my sister or my friends or my roommates or my, like whatever, my job. That's not who I am. And in order to really, like have a better understanding of that, you need to become more intimate with yourself. But in order to become more intimate with yourself, there you need to expand beyond yourself. Because being in a relation and this is what's so terrifying about relationships is that you're forced to really see things through other perspectives. You have the opportunity. I won't say you're forced to, but sort of. But you have the opportunity to really, I think, become intimate with yourself in a way that you are tapped out. You can only know yourself by yourself for so long, especially in a toxic environment. And if you really want that growth and that development, then you have to allow for people to come in. Like you have to let people in. But I feel like there's just kind of this idea of like really having to pull away and figure that out for yourself. But it feels like you're doing that, and that's beautiful and wonderful, and I love it. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you're interested in booking a personal read, those are 45 minutes long. This gives us an opportunity to answer any questions that you have concerning past, present, and future energies. If this is where we part ways, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Thanks. Bye.